Hi everyone, it's Alan Schimmel at DevOps.com, DevOps TV, and we're here live on the floor of Jenkins World, day 2. Happy to be joined by Izik Eidus
Yes.
from Veertu.
Hey.
We got it. Okay, Izik, I've done my job. Now it's your turn.
Okay,
What does Veertu do?
yes, okay, so I'm one of the co-founder of Veertu, and we are actually developing a virtualization software for Apple macOS ecosystem to support iOS and macOS CI pipelines in a very agile and modern way. So what actually we have been done is that we have looked on the ways that Linux DevOps was evaluating, and we saw that all kind of things like containers and registries came into pictures where developer can share environments very easily, and it was all in a gap between the Apple world where you didn't have anything like that. So what we actually built was virtualization layers that can take a very modern approach of DevOps and allow you to work just like you're working with Docker in the Linux world with a macOS.
Uh,
So the entire macOS installation is all completely scriptable. You don't need to do any UI. You got a controller, like management that can create your own private cloud. You push to registry to these cloud machines the same images that you are using for development locally, the same are being used in the OCI pipeline. When developers are developing in their laptops, they don't have to care about dependencies. They can always have whatever they want on their machine, but build and test against a very specific versions that you are using in your build and test cloud. So the idea is really like bring in par the Apple ecosystem into the DevOps world of Linux, where you got a registry to support the versioning of images and multiple images, and you got the management to support cluster of Macs for a build environment, and you got the Ankas, that Anka is our product, the Anka hypervisors that being able to be installed on every Apple laptop that allow the developers to being able to access to the same images. So this is pretty much like a very modern approach for virtualizing Apple
yeah,
macOS into the area of the modern DevOps.
fantastic. Um, so this is a very underserved. The whole Mac as part of the DevOps world has been a very silent partner here, if you will.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
when we think about the amount of application development for iOS and Swift and what people use to develop iOS, you would think it wouldn't be so silent. But now we're starting to see finally solutions like Veertu that are really Mac native, right?
Yes,
That are
exactly.
made to
We are using
help this.
a hypervisor framework that is native virtualization layer for macOS. Actually, it was developed by Apple, and we built the hypervisor on top of it.
Got it.
And our hypervisor is doing a lot of stuff that no other one is doing. We just specify in macOS virtualization, so we are not running anything other than this on the hypervisor. We have a complete para-virtualized devices. We got a para-virtualized shared file system between the Mac, storage, network, everything to get bare metal performance in a very agile configuration. The reason is that it's like if you look on the Apple ecosystem, the reason that you think that there was a gap here is that because there were no servers in the Apple world. So you didn't need this kind of a very
Right.
sophisticated tools. People were just using imaging to image a netbook.
Parallels.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But what actually happened is that with the growth of CI need, what we actually found out that there are a lot of companies that just doesn't know how to handle this. They have a lot of Macs sitting in a lab. Some of them are getting hundreds, and some of them are getting thousands of Macs, and
Yeah.
they are unable to manage it. So,
Yeah. I mean, we just spoke to, what was it, Mac Stadium? These people
yes,
here,
yes.
they just host. That's all they do is host
Yes,
Mac.
yes, exactly. Mac Stadium is hosting Mac, and we are actually the virtualization software that is running on top of these Macs, and this is actually they are planning with us now how to partner in
Yeah,
some of
no,
their
that makes
offering.
sense.
Yes,
So, first of all, the website is
ertu.com,
VEERTU
u.com.
.com,
Yes,
and you're sponsoring.
yeah.
You have a booth here. What do you think of Jenkins World?
Jenkins is really interesting, and it's really amazing to see how CI is changing the whole agility of software. If it's like few years ago, I remember the cycles were like few months, and this was extreme because I was always in startups. Now you see suddenly cycles are becoming few days to push new thing, and we can do it. It's like we can do it. We have a lot of automatic testing. We can make sure that every time everything is right, and I don't have to care anymore about like what I am building on. I don't have to care. Everyone can do the build. There is no. I mean, it's like in the end, it's like Jenkins really brought the CI revolution to this agility of
Crazy.
software. Yes,
It is.
I agree.
Anyway, well, listen, Izik, continued success with Veertu. We'd love to hear more because we don't hear, like I said, we don't, even on DevOps.com, we don't write about a lot about Max and DevOps. So we'd like to hear more. Thank you for being our guest here.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of Jenkins World.
Thank you.
Izik from Veertu. This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com on DevOps TV at Jenkins World.